It's 2021 and it is time for Pitt Panthers football to resume once again. Pitt at Tennessee at Neyland Stadium. Get ready on the Pitt Panthers Football Network. How are we doing, folks? Your host Moose here on the Pitt Panthers Football Network as we welcome you to the season opener of the 2021 college football season for your Pitt Panthers. Number 7 in the country, taking on what should be a very, very tough Tennessee Volunteers squad at Neyland Stadium on Rocky Top in Knoxville, Tennessee. It's going to be an unbelievable atmosphere, as is always promised here at Neyland Stadium. It's going to be an unbelievable matchup, and your Pitt Panthers will get their first true test of the college football season, and we are ready to get things underway. Pitt set to receive, and freshman Davion Reynolds back to return it. He takes it from 3 yards deep in the end zone, up over the 10, runs into his own man about the 15, where he'll be brought down. The freshman from Vineland, New Jersey, expected for big things this year. And the Panthers, of course, coming off a season last year where they lost in the college football playoff national championship game, where A.C. Reese had to play in the second half in place of Kenny Pickett, and A.C. Reese will be the man making his first career start. He takes the snap in the pistol formation, full house look. The Panthers with 3 different running backs that expect to see significant time this season. That time it was C.J. London taking a handoff and losing 3 yards. So 2nd and 13, Reese is under center. He's going to roll out to his right into space. Throws, finds Benjamin Ogden, the redshirt senior, hauls that one in for a pickup of 14 yards. Good catch in traffic, and picks up a first down, the first for the Panthers this season. Reynolds now is going to take a handoff. He's one of that triumvirate of running backs we talked about. The true freshman goes for just 2 on his first career carry as a college football halfback. Todd Sibley, the 3rd running back we expect to see time. 2nd down for the Panthers, though. Reynolds in the shotgun, dumps it off. He's got Reese in the shotgun, dumps it off to Reynolds for a pickup of 9 and first down yardage for the Panthers. Reynolds stays in as the sidecar to Reese. He's going to keep it himself, though. Will be A.C. Reese there, and he's up the middle. Picks up about 10, very near to a first down. So 2nd inches for the Panthers. Ogden in motion. Shotgun look for Reese. Pressure coming, and he's going to be dragged down to the turf. Loss of 8. Darrell White was the man to get to the quarterback there, and it's going to be 3rd and long now for the Panthers. They go 3 wide set. Reese quickly dumps it off. It's intercepted. That's Hakeem Nelson taking the ball away there for Tennessee, and it is a tough start for the Panthers as Hakeem Nelson jumped in front of the route. I think Reese was staring down Jay Keys all the way. Nelson in the zone just dropped off and was able to step right in front of that pass and give Tennessee the football, where it's going to be Jerron Ware taking an early handoff there. He's going to be brought down by newly converted linebacker Quell Hampshire. Remember, he was a safety for the Panthers up till this season. They expect him to play a big role at outside linebacker, but not if Tennessee can run on the Panthers like that. Quarterback John Gooden keeping it himself that time on a read option. Goes for 19. Big gain for the Vols near the red zone. They're going to be into the red zone as Gooden finds Thomas Warren there for 5 yards. 2nd and 5. Gooden, a red shirt freshman, starting at quarterback for the first time for Tennessee. He's going to throw off his back foot, and it's nearly intercepted. Red shirt freshman on red shirt freshman crime. There's Brian Youngling, jumped the route, but wasn't able to haul it in. Gooden throws it away on 3rd down this time in a huge stop for the Pitt defense. They gave the ball away cheaply, but they hold Tennessee to a field goal. That kick is up, and that kick is good. So it'll be Tennessee 3, Pitt nothing, as we get a studio update, and Ohio State falls. Michael Lowry, the great transfer from Stanford, 52 yards and a touchdown, but the Buckeyes fall. Wolf with a huge game receiving for Cincinnati. We talked about them as probably the dark horse from the group of 5, and they already take their first scalp with an in-state rivalry win over the Ohio State Buckeyes. Davion Reynolds, 31 yards on that return there. Nice job weaving in and out. It'll be 1st and 10 now for the Panthers. C.J. London checks back into the game and takes a handoff here from A.C. Reese. He tries to dive up the middle, but short pickup, about 3 as he's hauled down. 2nd and 7. Another full house set for the Panthers. All 3 of their running backs are in. Reynolds is able to spin off of a tackler and fall forward for a 5-yard pickup. 3rd and short now for Pitt, and they decide to go 5 wide. Reese dumps it off quickly to KJ Welsh. He just gets to the line to gain forward progress. I think is going to give it to him, and it's a 1st down for the Panthers. C.J. Kirk, the true freshman quarterback, in now at quarterback. It's play action. He's looking deep quickly, and he well overthrows his target there. I think he just wanted to get that ball out, didn't take a sack, and that's the true freshman from Tyler, Texas. There was talk of him having an opportunity to potentially even win the starting quarterback job, but he's expected to just see some time in maybe a couple of packages. A.C. Reese, though, should get the bulk of the snaps at quarterback. This time, Pitt brings in Jay Keys at the quarterback position there. He's going to hand off to K.J. Welsh, a nice little jet sweep. Good for 1st down yards for the Panthers. Reese back in now. 3rd quarterback in 3 snaps, and he misses a man there. Went play action. Couldn't find Paul Lease near the sideline. 3rd and 10, 5 wide set for Pitt. Reese back to pass, dumps it off underneath. Does find Keys for the first time today, but he's only going to get a marginal pickup of 5, and so the Panthers forced to punt the football away. No points on their first 2 drives of the season. Gooden with a good throw out wide. Huge hit there from Youngling. Pushes John Baker out. 2nd and 4 now for the Vols. Screen from Gooden this time, and nowhere to go there. Damian Vector, the Panthers' new #1 corner, steps up and levels Warren 5 yards behind the line. 3rd and 9 now for Tennessee. Good protection for Gooden, but he's just not able to find a receiver. Great coverage downfield. Eventually, the pressure got to the quarterback and forces an incomplete pass. Tennessee punts. It's going to be Reynolds. He's got some good blocking. Nice cut to the outside. Goes across midfield, across the 45 where he's dragged down about the 44. 20-yard return for the Panthers freshman, and it's great field position to start off this drive. It's going to be Reynolds still in the game here, taking the handoff. He weaves his way through the middle of the line for 7. 2nd and 3 as London checks back in. It's going to be London taking the handoff, and nowhere to go. Great edge rush there from Tennessee, and London's hit and brought down right at the line, setting up 3rd and 3 for the Panthers. They go 5 wide. Reese back to pass. Tennessee rushes 4, and AC looking for Benjamin Ogden over the middle. Just can't find him. Overthrows his man, and Pitt's going to go for it now on 4th and 3. They stay 5 wide. Reese back in the shotgun. Tennessee rushes only 3. Looks for Jay Keys. Probably had KJ Welsh open over by the sideline. Instead tried to force it to his #1 target. It's knocked away, and the Panthers give up the ball on down, so Tennessee will have good field position and gets another big stop on the Panthers. 3rd down, though, for the Volunteers after 5. 3rd and 5. Gooden back to pass. Pitt brings some pressure. The middle! It's going to be intercepted. That's Calvin Carlson, the senior middle linebacker out of Florida. Gets his first start here and makes an impact. Jumps the route there across the middle of the field looking for the tight end. Great job by the Panthers. They take the ball away, and they're right back with it at the Tennessee logo on the 50. Reese now, 1st and 10, rolls out to his right. Nowhere to go, and he's dragged down by his shoestrings. Loss of 8 for the Panthers as Andrew Long, the outside linebacker, hauls him to the turf. 2nd and 18 for Pitt. Reese looks for London on a screen and can't get any of that yardage back. In fact, the Panthers are going to lose 4 yards, and they'll have a very long 3rd down to try and convert as we start the 2nd quarter. Pitt currently trailing Tennessee 3-0 on the Pitt Panthers Football Network. So we welcome you back here. 3rd and 22 for the Panthers as we start the 2nd quarter. 3 wide set. Reese back to pass. Pitt picks up the blitz. He had a man. Paul Lease had a step on his man, and Reese just overthrows him yet again. So a case of the yips for A.C. Reese right now. He can't seem to get locked in and find a man, and Tennessee is going to make the Panthers pay as Gooden finds Ernest Leonard for a pickup of 31 there on 1st down, moving the chains, and they get right back up to the line. Gooden back to pass again. He's got Leonard. It looks like the same route just to the other side of the field. He runs that corner route, and Gooden finds him for a big pickup of 28 quickly inside Pitt territory. Gooden back to pass again, and he's got Leonard one more time, and he's into the end zone. The Panthers just don't adjust on that drive. I don't know if they mixed up their play calling or what, but Leonard just found himself open on a corner route for 3 straight plays, and Gooden found him every single time. Tennessee goes up double digits, 10-0 here early in the first half. Pitt needing to counter and quickly if they don't want to fall too far behind in this football game. 2nd and 5. It's going to be Reese handing off to Davion Reynolds. Finds a hole on the counter there. Picks up 7. Good solid gain for the freshman. Moves the change. Jay Keys now in at quarterback. He's going to keep it himself on a read option there as Reynolds went in motion. Nowhere to go, though. They shut down the big man. Loss of 2. 3rd and 12 now for the Panthers. Bunch formation, 2 Pickett's, natural reaction saying Kenny Pickett there. He was with the Panthers for so long. Instead, it's Reese, and he finds Jay Keys over the middle, so the Reese to Keys collection, and he goes for 12 and does get the first down for the Panthers. 1st and 10 now. It's going to be Reynolds on the handoff, goes for 9 as he finds an edge, uses that good speed that he has to get a nice solid chunk for the Panthers. Todd Sibley now into the game and takes the handoff. He goes off the edge there for a pickup of 5. Good run there for what looks to be the Panthers' 3rd choice halfback, the senior Todd Sibley, who's been a good component for Pitt in the last 2 seasons. London, though, not finding anywhere to run. That's a loss of 3. Gary Nobles hits him off the edge, and it's going to be 3rd and long now for the Panthers. Bunch formation for Reese. Again, he finds KJ Welsh this time on the edge, and he's got a gain of 16 on the wheel route there. Great find by Reese, hit him in stride, and he moves the chains. CJ Kirk into the game now. Fakes a handoff to Davion Reynolds. Looked like he may have had some room off the right edge there. Instead, tries to cut it back up the middle and just gets brought down at the line of scrimmage. Reese back in at quarterback for Pitt on 2nd down. He's looking for the end zone, trying to find Lease, and good coverage there by Tennessee. Deshaun Conley breaking up that one, so it'll be 3rd and 10 now for Pitt. Reese back to pass. Good protection by the Panthers, and he scans through the coverage, finds an open receiver, and Caleb Cannon, mini Gronk, for 15 and a first down. 1st and goal for the Panthers at the 3. They go heavy set. It's Jay Keys. He can't scratch to the goal line. He gets down to about the half-inch line and stopped there for the Panthers, so they go heavy set now. Reese back in at quarterback, hands off to Davion Reynolds, and the freshman into the end zone for his first career touchdown. What a run there, and the Panthers are right back in this football game. Around the ACC, you can see Virginia falls 31-26 to Stanford, so they don't miss a beat after losing one of their top running backs to the transfer portal this year. The Panthers looking to come away with a bit of a comeback here. They don't want to have the same fate as Virginia, Pitt needing to get some points back on the board here and get a stop against Tennessee. Volunteers moving the football as it's Gooden over the middle to Thompson. There takes a huge hit from Avery Heller there, but Jeremy Thompson goes for 14 and a new set of downs for Tennessee. They run a screen this time. They go to Leonard. That's not going to be a big corner route. This time he stood up at the line. No gain there. 2nd and 10 for Tennessee. 5 wide set still. Gooden, plenty of time. Great coverage and great job there by Cedric Granger. Gets across. Tennessee had a man, but Granger's able to jar the football loose. Force 3rd and 10. They go for a screen here. It's Jerron Ware. The Panthers seal the edge. He has to cut up, and Quell Hampshire stands him up after a pickup of 7. 4th and 3 now for Quentin Ware. 53-yard kick is up and is good. A great kick there by the Tennessee standout senior kicker. Definitely a candidate for the Groza Award this year. He gets a 3 spot for the Volunteers, and they go up 13-7. Good throw there by A.C. Reese on 1st down. Finds Benjamin Ogden. 10-yard pickup for the Volunteers. 2nd inches now. It's going to be Davion Reynolds. Short gain there for the Panthers, but he does get enough to move the chains. 1st and 10 now. 1.5 to play in the opening half of football. Reese back to pass. Good protection there as Tennessee rushes 3. He goes for it all, looking for Ogden. It's deflected away. Damian Hill, the number 1 corner for Tennessee, one of the top corners in the country, does a great job knocking that away. It's going to be 2nd down. AC back to pass. Tennessee brings a blitz. Reese gets it away, but it's intercepted. Hill jumps the route, looking for Jay Keys again, and it's intercepted. It was a great bit of coverage there by Damian Hill. And Tennessee now flipping the field as Pitt was trying to drive down for a score to potentially take the lead. Now it's Tennessee having the opportunity to come back the other way and widen their advantage here against the Panthers. Great first down there as they find Jeremy Thompson inside the Pitt 30, just over a minute to play. It's Thompson again, goes across the middle of the field, gets a reception, then Vector brings him down by the face mask. He had a penchant for that last year, did Damian Vector, something he needs to cut out of his game, get a bit more discipline, but it's huge for Tennessee. It's going to be Jerron Ware going off the edge. Hampshire can't bring him down. Eventually, Carlson chases him down from behind. 2nd and 1 now for Tennessee. They use a timeout with a minute to play. Ware now on the edge. Great blocking, and he waltzes into the end zone. Scott Whaley blown up on the edge there, and Jerron Ware skips into the end zone for a touchdown for Tennessee. And just like Ware shows, that Tennessee offense is eating right now. 20-7 for the Volunteers. The Panthers very, very shocked. Reese back to pass here on first down. Rolls out to his left, throws it under duress. It's intercepted. Nelson jumps in front of it, and he could go all the way. Touchdown, Tennessee. The 3rd interception of the first half for A.C. Reese, and Tennessee has blown this game wide open. Nelson gets on the sitting duck, and it was target practice. Just like that, Reese underthrows the football. Nelson comes away with it, and no one was going to keep him out of the end zone. So the Panthers now turn to the true freshman, C.J. Kirk at quarterback. Just under a minute to play here. Kirk's first pass, and that goes awry. The Panthers can't get anything going for them right now. 2nd and 10 for the freshman. Rolls out to his right, looks, decides to take it. We know he's got great speed. He does dip out of bounds to stop the clock after a pickup of 7. 3rd and 3 now for the scrambler. He finds a man underneath. Great throw there from Kirk. That's Paul Lease gets first down yards, and the Panthers will hurry back to the line. 37 seconds to play in the opening half of football. Pitt needing a score to get some sort of momentum. Kirk, he's looking deep. He's got a man. That's Paul Lease. That's a drop in the bucket right there. C.J. Kirk showing some fantastic touch to drop it into Paul Lease's hands for a huge gain and a first down for Pitt. They're finally into scoring territory. He's going to look for the end zone this time, going for C.J. London, but it's deflected away. So 2nd and 10 now for the Panthers. They split Reynolds out in the slot there. Pick up the blitz. He's got him in. It's Reynolds. It's a touchdown. C.J. Kirk finds Davion Reynolds. The freshman connection lights up the scoreboard for the Panthers, and it's a huge touchdown at the end of the half for Pitt, cutting into that Tennessee lead and giving them some momentum finally going into halftime. Tennessee, though, they come out 4 wide. You never know. They might be looking for something to end this half, but nothing doing there. Jalen Hills knifes down John Gooden on that one. His first career sack, I believe, for the redshirt sophomore, starting at defensive end. He gets in, makes a great tackle, and the Panthers go into halftime off the back of a touchdown, but still trailing Tennessee 27-14. So when we look at the first half stats, Pitt, yardage for yardage, was right there with Tennessee, but you can circle it right there in the bottom of the screen. Turnovers are the name of the game right now. The Panthers need to cut those down if they want to be able to come back in this football game. They need to create some turnovers of their own if they hope to come away with a victory. So we welcome you back to the Pitt Panthers Football Network, the start of the second half here at Neyland Stadium. Pitt trailing Tennessee by 13 points and needing a big stop to start things off here in the third quarter. Good in their short gain sets up 2nd and 8, where they try to find Leonard again, who had such a big second quarter. He goes for about 8, sets up 3rd and short for the Volunteers. Gooden hands it off. It's Jerron Ware. He's brought down quickly by Jacob Laughlin, comes up and makes the stop, but not after he gets enough yardage to move the chains. First down for Tennessee. Gooden finds Ware on the delayed handoff. Plenty of room to go forward. He pushes right through a Panther defender and moves the sticks after a pickup of 10. Gooden back to pass now. Pitt brings 4. Plenty of time. He finds a man. That's John Baker on an out route near the sideline. He's going to tiptoe out after a pickup of 3. 3rd and 7 now. Gooden back to pass. They looked like they tried to set up the screen, but the pressure was too much. Gooden chucks it out of bounds, and it's going to force a punt from the Volunteers. Pitt will take over. C.J. Kirk at the helm after leading that touchdown drive at the end of the first half. So has the A.C. Reese era in Pittsburgh come to an end after just one half of football? 3rd and 6 for the Panthers. Kirk dumps it off, finds Davion Reynolds. He gets outside after a nice cut block from center John Cooper and scampers forward for a gain of 13 First down for the Panthers. Kirk keeps it himself on a read option. Plenty of room out to the side. He's going to get tripped up and brought down. Pickup of 9, though, for the speedster out of Tyler, Texas. 3rd and 1 now for the Panthers. They got a dual halfback look in the pistol. It's going to be a handoff to Davion Reynolds. Falls forward and is not able to get to the marker. They measure. It's just short, 4th and inches. And the Panthers bring out the heavy set. Jay Keys in at quarterback. Read option. He keeps it himself. And the Panthers superstar goes for 6 yards and a new set of downs for the Panthers as they get across midfield. Kirk hands it off. This time it's Todd Sibley, that third head of the Panthers hydra of running backs there. Goes for a pickup of 5. Nice little Hercules reference there. Some mythology. 2nd and 5 for the Panthers. Kirk looking deep. He's got a man in triple coverage. Caleb Cannon doing his best Gronk impersonation. And mini Gronk hauls that one in for a pickup of 28. Kirk with another great, it was a great throw regardless of the triple coverage, and Cannon makes an unbelievable catch. 2nd and 10 for the Panthers at the 14 now. Kirk bubble screen out to Jay Keys. He's quickly swallowed up and brought down. 3rd and 8 now for the Panthers. 4 wide set. London in as the sidecar for C.J. Kirk. He's back to pass. Simple blitz from Tennessee, and Paul Lease with an incredible one-handed grab. Take a look at this. He was open over the middle. It was a good throw, and Lease is able to haul that in with just his left hand. He does fall down at the 1, and so it'll be 1st and goal now for the Panthers. Reynolds in motion. Kurt Keys gonna keep it himself, though, and Jay Keys touches pay dirt for the first time this season after I think he finished with 22 touchdowns last year. He's got his first one of the 2021 football season, and the Panthers are right back within a touchdown score, just down 6 points after a horrific start to this football game. C.J. Kirk has ignited the Panthers, and another big play there. Ryan Jacobs able to bring down Jawan Ware for a big loss on a screen. 3rd and 14 now. Gooden back to pass. Pitt rushes 4. Plenty of time over the middle, but the Panthers just give up some yardage but hold the man short. That's Eric Harper, the tight end, over the middle. His first catch, but it's not enough to move the sticks, and Pitt will take over here. 1st and 10 from their own 35. London goes up the middle. His first big run of the day, and he might finally now be into positive yardage. 8-yard gain. 2nd and 2 for the Panthers. Kirk keeps himself. It's a triple option. There's the pitch. He finds Davion Reynolds for a big gain there. 8 yards. Great play by the Panthers. Triple option. You don't see that too often with a 2 halfback look. Great job by Kirk there to make the pitch. 1st and 10 now. He's going to roll out, and he's got room to run. 8-yard pickup for the freshman. Sets up 2nd and 2. Benjamin Ogden goes in motion, but it's going to be a pass play. Kirk rolling out. I don't know if that was a miscommunication, if he overthrew a man or underthrew a man. Kind of dumped off into no man's land. 3rd and 2 now for the Panthers. Dual halfback look in the shotgun. It's another triple option, it looks like, and Kirk pitches to Reynolds. Big gain there. 8 yards again. Needed 2, got 8. That'll take us to the end of the 3rd quarter. Pitt trailing by 6, but driving here on the Pitt Panthers Football Network. So we get the 4th quarter started here. Pitt trailing by 6, but marching into Tennessee territory. It's going to be Todd Sibley taking a handoff to open the quarter. Not going anywhere. 2nd and 10 now for the Panthers. Kirk in the shotgun. Dual halfback look for him as he drops back to pass. Settles in the pocket. Has a man open deep, and it's just underthrown. That was Jay Keys open, but Roberts had just enough time to come over and make the deflection because Kirk left it up in the air a little bit too long. 3rd and 10. He rolls out. He's going to run, and he's just able to break the plane for 1st down yardage. Needed 10. Got 11, they'll say, and it's a 1st down for the Panthers. Play action pass now for Kirk. He's going to roll out to his right. Throws back towards the end zone into heavy coverage. There was a number of orange shirts, and Hakeem Nelson, part of the crew that breaks that up. 3rd and 10 now. Kirk going to be under center. 2 tight end look for the Panthers. He rolls out to his left into space. He's going to try and run, and he throws it. The last minute takes a big hit and is stopped short. 4th and 10 now, and Johnny Midday comes out and knocks through his first ever career field goal attempt. The Panthers now back to within a field goal with over 8 minutes to play here in the fourth quarter. Gooden dumps it off underneath. It's going to be Eric Harper hauled down by Quell Hampshire there. Pickup of 3 sets up 3rd and 7 for the Volunteers. Gooden back to pass. Plenty of time as Pitt rushes just 4. Finds a man, that was Warren, but Thomas Warren with a terrible drop, and the Panthers will take over the football with an opportunity to tie the game or potentially take the lead. It's going to be CJ London on the counter. He finds his way for a few yards there, picks up 8, tied for his best run of the day, sets up 2nd short for the Panthers. Paul Lease goes in motion. Davion Reynolds in at halfback, and it's going to be Kirk keeping it himself. He's got room forward, almost found a hole there, picks up 7. But if he cuts that to the left, sets up that block, he could be off to the races there. 2nd and 7 now for Kirk. Dumps it off short. That's Paul Lease there for a pickup of 5. 3rd and 2 now for the Panthers, methodically moving down the field as they hit midfield here. Kirk rolling to his right. Chase from behind. He's going to be hammered, and it's going to be 4th and 2 now for the Panthers. C.J. Kirk needing to find some magic and get a conversion here midway through the fourth quarter. Back to pass, good protection from the Panthers. He rolls out, and he's got plenty of room to run, and he's going to do just that. He could have went even further, you'd have to argue, but Kirk takes the safe yardage, gets down, knowing he's got a first down for the Panthers. 1st and 10 now. CJ's back to pass. Plenty of time to set up in the pocket. He's got Jay Keys over the middle. He dips and doos and twirls through like a ballerina, falling forward for a pickup of 7. 2nd and 3 now. Dual halfback set again for Kirk. He's going to dance around the protection, rolls out the right, probably has room to run, instead throws it. It's intercepted. Jay Ballmer couldn't get it. Andrew Long does, and he's off to the races down the sideline, and that's going to be a Tennessee touchdown, completely changing the complexion of this football game. The first turnover from C.J. Kirk, and it is a backbreaker. Andrew Long goes the other way. But what is this? Jay Ballmer doesn't give much of an effort there to come back for that football, and the Panthers are actually challenging it as it looked like Long may have stepped out of bounds on the return. Take a look at his left foot here. Right there, I don't see any green between his left foot and the sideline, but they would not overturn it. Pitt and Pat Narduzzi are furious. Controversial call for sure. Instead of a Tennessee takeaway, it's a Tennessee touchdown. And just like that, they go back up to 10 points ahead on your Pitt Panthers. Incredible change there as we see some big games getting underway around the country. Florida and Texas A&M, a couple other SEC teams hitting the gridiron right now. Kirk back to pass on 1st down, deflected away as he throws into coverage there trying to find Paul Lease. Roberts does a good job knocking that away. 2nd and 10 now for the Panthers, needing to get down the field in a hurry. Kirk scrambling, and he's chased down from behind, just tripped up there, and it's going to be 3rd and very long now for the Panthers. 3rd and 15 on their own 20. Kirk back to pass. Bit of happy feet here as he rolls out to the right, trying to make a play near the sideline. It's intercepted. Ingram jumps in front of that one. Kirk just trying to make something happen, and sometimes you just do a bit too much. He had receivers breaking open, Jay Keys there, but Ingram steps right in front of the pass, and it's going to be Tennessee football now on the Pitt 17. Great field position for the Volunteers as they can put this one away. If they can get a touchdown on this drive, a field goal at least gives Pitt a striking chance here. But Gooden, 2nd and 15, back to pass, has a man, that's Thomas Warren. Eventually, Talik Bridges drags him down, but he does have enough to move the chains. 1st and goal now from the Pitt 7. Gooden hands off to Ware, nowhere to go there. Bridges and Darion Mitchell meeting for the tackle there. Great hit. 2nd and goal now for Tennessee. Motion into the backfield goes Baker. Gooden tries to get away. He's dragged down by Mitchell, and the flags come out in this SEC officiating crew. Showing a bit of hometown bias here as Mitchell, I don't know that he ever actually made contact with Gooden's face mask there, and they're going to call a flag on the Panthers outside linebacker. It's going to give Tennessee an entire new set of downs, and Jaron Ware is going to make them pay right into the end zone. 6 yards and a touchdown for Tennessee, and this one might be all but over, folks. Horrific call there, you have to say. That's a second officiating call that's gone Tennessee's way that's really changed how this game's played out. And A.C. Reese now back in at quarterback for the Panthers. He's going to run out of bounds. 14-yard pickup there. Moves the sticks. Pitt up to their own 39 with just under 3 minutes to play. So C.J. Kirk out, A.C. Reese back in. He's trying to find a man for Jay Keys, and that's not going to be brought in by anyone falls to the turf, incomplete. 3rd and 10 now, 5 wide set. Reese looks over the middle. Jay Keys with a great grab there, shakes off one defender and falls forward for a pickup of 20. Pitt into Tennessee territory. Clock ticking on any hope of a comeback, though. Reese looking, nearly has a man there. That was Paul Lease who he was trying to find, but it's deflected away. 3rd and 10 now for the Panthers. They send Davion Reynolds, motion him out to the wide side left. AC back to pass. Pressure gets through the middle, and he's lucky that one comes away. It could have been a sack. Instead, it's an incompletion, and it's 4th and 10 now for the Panthers. Last-ditch effort for Pitt. Reese finds Paul Lease, and he hangs on to it there. So Reese to Lease, and the Panthers move the sticks. 1st down at the Tennessee 26. AC back to pass now, rolls out to his right, sucks in the defenders, has a wide open man, and Jay Keys dives into the end zone for the touchdown, his 2nd of the day, and AC Reese leads a touchdown drive, and the Panthers now, within 2 scores, 2 minutes to play, they're going to need some hope of an onside kick. Maybe a second one if they want to try and stay in this football game. But a great drive nonetheless by AC Reese, at least redeeming some of his stock for the Panthers heading into next week where they'll have Temple at home. Wake Forest does get in the victory formation to beat Tulane, and Alabama looking to rebound from a huge loss to Georgia in week 1 as they take on NC State. Eric Fox, now the Panthers punter, will be the man to kick the onside kick here. Pitt hoping to somehow get this one. It comes forward. It's a mad scramble. Pitt's in there for it. The Volunteers are going to come up with it. Andre Collins falls on the football, and you can't say the Panthers didn't have a chance at that one. Great kick from Fox, left Pitt with an opportunity. And Tennessee now looking to take some time off the clock. Pat Narduzzi does call a timeout after a 5-yard pickup by Ware. 2nd down now. Huge hit from Adarion Mitchell trying to jar the football loose. Big hit there by the junior linebacker. 3rd and 6 now for Tennessee. 1:57. Pitt, if they can get a stop here, could get some time on the clock. But Ware shakes and bakes away from a couple of defenders. Rock the Panther knows that that's going to be it. And Pitt is going to fall short in this one. A disappointing 41-31 loss to Tennessee, marred by 5 interceptions from their young quarterbacks. And it's going to leave a lot of stuff up in the air heading into the home opener next week against Temple. Who's going to be at quarterback for the Panthers, I think, namely, will be number 1. AC Reese, of course, led that late touchdown drive, but his first half was less than stellar. CJ Kirk with a fantastic first portion of his performance before, things kind of faltered down the stretch there. So a tough day for the Panthers. Definitely some bright spots, but some very, very big question marks. You take away those 2 pick sixes, though, and the Panthers are in the lead, so they can't be too disappointed with the performance other than the play under center. And there's going to be a lot to clean up going into next week, but a very, very tough outing, but one they'll learn from and hopefully improve as we get into the meat of the season. So as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. Hail to Pitt, and we'll see you very, very soon. Take care. Bye-bye.